I am making a short video on this C5 Corvette headlight motor. You've probably all seen videos. There's a lot of videos online. I bought one of the aluminum brass kits. There's a white tab here that goes on the bottom of the flat side of the gear. If you look on the original gear, the plastic one, you'll see that there's kind of a raised tab coming on top of that gear, so I think that's what that replaces. So just look at the bottom of your gear and see how it's kind of raised, and that's why they give you this for the metal gear, because it's not raised, it's flat. And then there's a black black one in here. I'm not sure if you can see it in the kit, but that goes underneath the rubber grommet, I believe, or the underneath that metal tab, that metal catch revolving mechanism that goes on top of the rubber boot. So anyway, it goes underneath there. And so anyway, main thing I wanted to comment on making a video is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this housing is rotating. It's moving back and forth, and that causes, there's a gear that runs in here, a spiral gear that runs out of this motor that revolves and turns the round gear. And where those two mate, this spiral gear, when I had it apart, I was moving it, and you could see that gear moving up and down. I mean, it had quite a bit of movement. It wasn't, so I didn't like that. What I ended up doing is taking some large channel locks and used the bottom of the channel lock. I put this in a vise. I'm just demonstrating how I did it, and I squeezed. I was able to get just enough of a tooth. It's kind of round, it's up here, but if putting this on the bottom of where the tab is, and I crimped that tab up slightly. It bent, it moved for me. And so what that did is that tightened it up on that this one over here. I don't know if you can see, but it's angled up a little bit. I was able to crimp it in, and that stopped the movement on this side, but it's still moving over here. So I'm going to crimp this side next. And in my opinion, it seems like you would want that gear to be stable and not moving up and down, because it could start to wear on that aluminum gear. One guy on Amazon had issues with metal shavings on one of the aluminum gears. I've only heard one person mention that, but I mean, that could be from this motor spiral gear moving up and down. Maybe it's designed like that. I might be wrong. So, you know, try at your own risk, but I think it'd be better to have that, you know, not have this loose and having that gear moving up and down. So I'm going to give it a try on both of my motors. I guess the worst case scenario, if I make a mistake, is I'm going to have to buy a couple new motors, and that's next time, that's probably what I would do, just buy the replacement motors for this. So anyway, I just wanted to pass that along. Hope it helps somebody. Let me know in the comments.